Today we'll be looking into the top 10 songs of 1968, a year that was full of change, soul, rock and roll, and some of the most timeless classics ever recorded. These tracks not only define 1968, but many of them still hold up today as all-time greats. But before we jump into our list, if you're enjoying this kind of nostalgic music content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel keep growing so we can bring you more deep dives like this. All right, let's get started.
I say we can't quit moving till we get what we deserve.
Starting at number 10 is Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown, released on August 7th, 1968. This anthem came at the height of the Civil Rights Movement. James Brown gave a voice to black pride and empowerment, and it quickly became a rallying cry.
Loud. Let me hear you. Say it loud.
Fun fact, the kids you hear shouting the chorus were recorded in Los Angeles, and their energy turned the song into a true community anthem.
We'd rather die on our feet, keep living on our knees.
At number 9, we have People Got to Be Free by the Rascals, released in July 1968. The Rascals were already a popular group, but this one carried a message of unity after the assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy earlier that year. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks, showing that people were ready for songs of peace and freedom. Coming in at number 8 is Sunshine of Your Love by Cream, released in the US in January 1968. This song was a heavy rock classic, blending Eric Clapton's blues guitar, Jack Bruce's bass line, and Ginger Baker's drumming. It's often considered one of Clapton's signature songs, and it helped cement Cream as one of the first great power trios in rock history.
With you, my love.
At number 7 is Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drells, released in April 1968.
Let me tighten up with. First, tighten up on the drum. All right.
This funky track was one of the first big crossover funk hits. Archie Bell famously introduced the song with, "Hi everybody, I'm Archie Bell of the Drells from Houston, Texas. We dance just as good as we walk."
Hi everybody, we're Archie Bell of the Drells from Houston, Texas.
That opening line became iconic, and the groove made it impossible not to move. Number 6 is Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf, released in June 1968. If there's ever been a song that defined motorcycle culture and pure rock freedom, it's this one.
Looking for adventure.
Featured in the movie Easy Rider, it's often credited with coining the phrase heavy metal thunder. It's loud, rebellious, and still revs up anyone who hears it. Okay, before we jump into the top 5, take a minute and comment down below. What's your favorite song from 1968, and how old were you when you first heard it? I'd love to see your memories and connections to this music. At number 5, we've got Dance to the Music by Sly and the Family Stone, released in January 1968. This song exploded with energy and introduced many to Sly and the Family Stone's unique blend of rock, soul, and funk.
People
It broke barriers with its racially integrated band and a sound that would inspire funk and hip-hop for decades to come. Number 4 is Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel. Released on April 5th, 1960, this track became immortal thanks to the film The Graduate. Paul Simon originally wrote it as Mrs. Roosevelt. At number 3, we've got Jumpin' Jack Flash by the Rolling Stones, released May 24th, 1968. After a brief psychedelic phase, the Stones returned to their gritty rock roots with this one. Keith Richards came up with the riff after hearing his gardener named Jack walking outside. Mick Jagger turned that into Jumpin' Jack Flash, and the rest is rock and roll history.
But it's alright. Sitting in the morning sun.
Coming in at number 2 is Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding, released January 8th, 1968. This one is bittersweet. Otis recorded it just days before his tragic plane crash in December 1967. Released posthumously, it became his biggest hit and the first song to reach number 1 after an artist's death.
2,000 miles I roam.
The whistling at the end? That was just Otis fooling around in the studio, but it became one of the most iconic parts of the song.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
And finally, number 1 is Hey Jude by the Beatles, released August 26th, 1968.
Hey Jude, don't be afraid.
Written by Paul McCartney for John Lennon's son Julian, who was going through his parents' divorce. Hey Jude started as Hey Jules. Paul changed it to Jude because it sounded better.
Hey Jude, don't let me down.
At over 7 minutes, it was one of the longest singles ever to top the charts.
Well, you know that it's a fool who plays.
And its sing-along ending is still one of the most powerful in music history.
Hey Jude, don't let me down.
These tracks were amazing, defining a decade of great melodies and songs, proving that 1968 was truly an unforgettable year for music.
I said we got a new dance now.